Okay, so history and biology courses, you would calculate the z-score for each. So history versus biology. For history, you made a score of 82, and the mean was with a standard deviation of 6. So the z-score was a negative 0.5. For biology, you made a 56, where the mean was a 60, and a z-score was 5. So the standard deviation was a 5. So your z-score was a negative 0.8. So you actually did better in history than you did in biology. This was the exact same as number 28, just calculating the z-scores and comparing. Now number 30, notice that we have something that is approximately bell-shaped. When you have anything that is approximately bell-shaped, go ahead and put your mean, which in this case is 514, in the center. And then you're going to do your 1, 2, 3 standard deviations on both sides. Because remember that between 1 standard deviation, this is 68%. Between 2 standard deviations is 95%. And between 3 standard deviations is the 99.7%. Now, between each of these little lines, I can get 34% here and 34% here, because 68% divided by 2 is 34%. Out here, I take 95 minus 68, and I divide by 2, because this over here is 95, but I've already got the 68 here. And so whenever I take 95 minus 68 and then divide by 2, I get 13.5%. And then I do the same thing out here, but I take 99.7% minus the 95 and divide by 2, I get 2.35%. And then on the outsides, I take 100 minus 99.7 divided by 2, which leaves me with a 0.15%. Now those are the percentages. To get this value right here, I'm going to take 514 plus 40, because that's my standard deviation. So 500 plus 40 is 554. Then I'm going to add 40 more, and I'm going to add 40 more. So between each of these, I'm going to add the standard deviation, is what's happening. On this direction, I'm subtracting a standard deviation. Okay, so I'm going backwards. So 514 minus a standard deviation will give me 474. So notice that as I'm going this direction, I'm subtracting a standard deviation. This direction, I'm adding a standard deviation. So I get 434 here and a 394 here. Anytime you see that approximately normal, you want to draw this particular chart with these percentages. Always start with your mean in the center and then add standard deviation and subtract standard deviation. Now 68% is going to be between 474 and 554, because that's this 1 standard deviation here. Above 594. That's here. And all you have to do is add these two percentages, and that's going to be a 2.5%. Practice some more with some bell-shaped curves, and let me know if you have questions.